Hello, everybody! So, today, Mr. H Reviews revealed that his source made a plot leak for a Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire. Now, I like to be the guy on YouTube where all of the negative people, you want to escape them and watch someone who actually likes what you're liking. I like to be that person. I like to be the one you turn to and to escape the negativity and listen to someone who actually likes what you like. However, this time around, I am going to be talking about how I do not like where the Godzilla X Kong is going. Now, of course, potential major spoilers. I honestly hope it isn't true. So, proceed at your own risk, I guess. So, you know how the teaser promised us a gloomy atmosphere, a menacing villain, and just all that? Yeah, forget about it. This movie, it's going to be very close to comedy. I just don't know how to feel about this. Now, let's just get into the plot stuff. So, apparently, they're throwing realism out the window completely. Anyway, alright, so, first of all, the lore. Now, I actually like the lore for this. Long ago, there was a peaceful clan of Kongs who coexisted with the Gojiras. However, this peaceful clan got power hungry and started the ancient war. And Godzilla had to seal this clan of Kongs away into a prison deep in the hollow earth. Now, yes, I said Godzilla, not a Godzilla, because apparently it was Godzilla who sealed them away. Which I agree with, because Godzilla should be the one who ends the war, I think. Anyway, so, there's also the first Titan. The first Titan, Shimu. Need to work on that name, but Shimu. It is the first Titan. A pale reptilian monster with the ability to freeze things with his breath and could destroy the world. He was actually the reason the first Ice Age happened. So, what I can gather from this is that Barugon, they bought the rights to Barugon. I can't wait to see Gamera come too. Okay, jokes aside, I like Shimu. The concept of Shimu is nice, but the rest of it I don't really like. So, apparently, Dan Stevens' character is actually a medic. And he mostly works with wounded titans. Ugh. I didn't know titans needed to be healed using humans, but apparently they do. And Dan Stevens is actually a good character in this because he helps extract a bad tooth from Kong. Now, when I heard this from Mr. H's Reviews video, I laughed, but for all the wrong reasons. This just... Okay, so, here's the part that I like. the opening of the movie has Godzilla hunting down a monster called Arachnid. Again, we gotta work on that name. But... And then Kong is also fought by, also gets fought by a bunch of giant jackals, which he gains the upper hand and ensnares them in a trap. And he wasn't, the leak wasn't very clear on this, but I think he eats them. Now, that sounds nice, and apparently Kong is very lonely, and he's listening for any proof of his family, which I added something like that in my scenario. And then Kong accidentally frees the evil Kong clan, and their sights world domination. And also note, the CGI wasn't finished when the test screening happened or whatever it is. So most of the silliness might come from just stemming because the CGI wasn't finished, as someone in my comment section said. However, let's continue. So the Kongs, I think they breach the surface, and Godzilla gets knocked out multiple times in the movie in very funny positions. Ugh. So they're mocking Godzilla now. Okay, anyway. And apparently, the giant orangutan Kong, also known as Scar King, it's a good name, but I remember when we were naming these after mythological figures and not just from a 12-year-old scribbles. Yeah, me too. Anyway, so Scar King, he doesn't actually have Godzilla powers. His eyes just glow, which, okay. But he does have this whip that he folds around his shoulder, and it's made out of the spinal cord of a giant snake, possibly a Tiamat. But yeah. And Kong actually befriends a small Kong named Suko, and this is where the title Son of Kong comes in. So Kong adopts the Suko, and I don't remember, the details kind of fade off here, I think. They didn't mention much about the final battle. Although Godzilla does pass out in the Roman Colosseum at one point, which sounds awesome, but I'm going to take this stuff with a grain of salt just because it sounds ridiculous, and I hope they don't do this, because it doesn't sound good. It sounds like Showa era if it was a Saturday morning cartoon. So honestly, if the MonsterVerse takes this route, apparently, I forgot this detail, I'm sorry. Apparently, one of the monsters gets an upgrade with mechanical parts supplied by Monarch. So, either Kong or Godzilla is going to get mechanical enhancements. If it's going to be Godzilla, it's probably going to be those dorsal plate things from Mega Godzilla. Anyway. But yeah, if the MonsterVerse continues with this sci-fi silly route, I think we could probably see an Ultraman in the future. So, bye, I guess.